Hello, welcome to another Link Summoning tutorial. We are going to be summoning 3 of the Firewall Dragons this time. I know I did a video before that actually messed up one move where Gofu can't actually be summoned from hand, but this time we have figured out another way of doing it, summoning 3 of the dragons. However, the only drawback of this is you don't draw an extra card because we can't actually summon Stardust Charge while you're halfway through the combo with the 3 cards. We can start with the same cards, which is Gofu, Brilliant Fusion, and Cyverse Gadget. So start with the Gofu and then make one of the tokens into a Link Spider. Link Spider is one of the strongest Link monsters that I can think of. It's really good. Only one material, normal monster, and then it gives you an extra deck monster slot on the slot below it. And then we're going to be dropping Brilliant Fusion so we can summon Seraphonite on the new extra deck monster zone created below the Link Spider. Seraphonite is important because you can dump a light and a gem knight target. This time we're going to be dumping Crystal Rose and a Garnet or any level 4 gem knights. We're going to do the additional normal summon of the Cyverse Gadget to bring back a level 2 from the grave, which is the Crystal Rose, and then we're going to be link summoning with the 4 monsters in the field, your whole board pretty much except 2 cards left on the field, including the token to make the first Firewall Dragon. This card needs 4 material, but it's really like a new version of Bryonak where you can just bounce cards from the graveyard or field, but you can only do it you play his turn, but you can only do it once when it's face up on the field. Now, it only works if you got a mutual links next to it. So we're going to be making a couple of them by using Gadget's effect to make a token, by linking summoning 2 Cyvers into Honeybots. Honeybot, one of the most important combo pieces for this triple Firewall Dragon play. So I'll make another Link Spider, another important play by the token. And now we got 2 mutual links, one above it, one on the left to bring back 2 monsters from the grave. I'm going to be skipping a bit because I actually did mess up the combo here. And then do the actual normal summon to summon the Cyverse Gadget once again. Nice thing about Gadget is its first effect is not hard once per turn, only the second effect to get a token is hard once per turn, so it's actually a decent card. And we're going to make a second Honeybot using the Link Spider and the Gadget, and then we're going to be triggering the effect of the dragon by specking a monster from the hand because we card that's linked to it left the field. And we're going to be link summoning into another dragon, the second Firewall Dragon, using the Link 2 monster and 2 materials, so it's a Link 4 in total. And it's got 2 mutual links on the left and on the right, so we can bring back 2 cards from the grave. But first of all, we're going to use Crystal Rose to banish the fusion monster from the graveyard, and then spec summon it from the graveyard. And then we can dump Lazuli, which Lazuli will grab the Garnet from the graveyard. Now we can use the graveyard grabbing effects of the Firewall Dragon. Grab back the Lazuli and the Cyverse Gadget. At this time we've only got Gofu there as a target, that's not an extra deck monster, so that's why it's important to use the Rose because it dumps another monster. And then we're going to link 3 summon with a Link 2 and a effect monster into... At this point you can just go for any monster, so you can go for the Gaia, but Decode Talker is cool, I guess you probably run that one instead. So go for that one. Nice thing about this is it triggers both of your dragons, so you can spec 2 monsters from the hand basically. So we're just going to spec a Lazuli and any of the other 2, it doesn't really matter. Because this time we're going to be making the third Firewall Dragon, using a Link 3 and a monster, so that's a Link 4 in total. And it triggers one of the dragons, I guess. Doesn't really matter which one. You only got 1 monster in hand. To summon a level 4 Garnet. Now at this point you got 2 choices, which is this is the first one where you go into Emerald. This is probably the safer play because you draw a card, and don't forget it's a 3 card combo, so you probably got 2 other cards in hand if you're going first, and you're going to draw another card. And this is good because it recycles your resources, because you do go through a hefty ton of cards from your extra deck. You can bring back your gem knights to recycle the Brilliant Fusion plays, or bring back 3 extra deck monsters to the extra deck from the grave, so you can just draw a card for no reason. That's the first way of doing it. This is probably a safer way of doing it, and there's another way of doing it. The second way of doing it is to use your vanilla monster to make the last Link Spider. You just do this because you need another Cyverse monster, and then use the 2 Cyverse monsters to make the last Honeybot, which is mutually linked with the new Firewall Dragon that hasn't used its effect to return 2 cards on your opponent's field, your field to the grave or the graveyard. So that's it. You can use that effect to bounce your own or bounce your opponent or interrupt them next turn, and Honeybot is protecting your dragon. Yeah, thanks for watching guys. Hopefully that helps a bit more than it should.